I'm going to walk you through a demo of Accountable, our solution for verifiable financial data. What we're going to do here is start off with our private DApp web server for Accountable, which has absolutely no data on it, and connect it to the address of our borrower, the server that's on-prem holding all their data. Now, locally, they should feel very comfortable with inputting their access keys to things like Fireblocks, uploading manual positions, because again, none of this is leaving their firewall. All that's going to go and be shared is a report with their lender that is verifiable. And that lender can go and aggregate these reports from multiple counterparties and actually create aggregate reports on its side to go and understand exactly what's happening with a lot more precision. So coming back to step one, let's go and connect to our node for our private DApp. We see here we have a server address, and I'm going to go and enter in my private key file. Now, the first persona that we're logging in as is that borrower. So this borrower wants to go and add all their position data. Now, we'll start with a manual position. Say they have a position over at Hidden Road. We'll go and say that the value of that position is $1 million. Put in an instrument and continue. Now, you see this position only has claims level trust. It is not verifiable in any way, shape, or form. I can add a second position over here with a little bit more. And for our position at gate.io, a larger number over here for this position. The difference that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go and upload a screenshot showing my position balance on the service. Now, position documentation screenshots are still pretty easy to fake over here. But frankly, it's better than just a claim. And we see that this document is a little bit more trusted than our original one at Hidden Road. Now, what we think is really interesting is when you actually go and establish connections to different services. So, for example, to connect to Fireblocks, I could have prepared a read-only API key ahead of time. And again, this key is not being uploaded to a server anywhere. This is just in my local environment. And that's what's really special about these private dApps. Now, once I've added my Fireblocks account, you see that it's actually connected to a variety of positions. At Fireblocks, we have multiple positions at Binance. And for each one of these ones, we see that the trust level is based on an API claim strength, much stronger than what we saw earlier. Now, I am okay with submitting a report saying my total position at Binance, but I don't want really these counterparties to know every single position. So this is why I'm going to go and create a proof of custody report. In this case, I'll do a snapshot. And similarly as before, I could go and add more attachments to this report if I wanted there to be, some data around all the different assets in my portfolio. Let's see. But the key thing about the report itself is that it's not going to go and show, individual positions. It'll just show my aggregate position at Binance across all these things. Additionally, we have a verifiability score for each one of these positions. Now, the ones that I entered in manually have a much larger percentage of the portfolio, so we have a very low verifiability score over here. I'll come back over here, and the last step is to actually share that report with a counterparty. So I'll come over here and grant access to my lender's server using their public key. And now we see this is shared with one other party. I'll very quickly run through connecting to a different environment, just so we can go and have two reports flowing in. Let's see here, one more private key file. And now, same as before, I'm going to do a connection to our Bitwave instance and enter in my API key and secret. We're going to go and enable a variety of different services to connect to. And similarly over here, I have multiple positions at Coinbase, for example. But when I create my proof of custody reports, it will only just show, one line item across all of that. Now, I'm simply going to go and share this report with the same counterparty over here. And what's really cool about this is that now I can go and log in as that borrower, for example. Again, putting in the address of their private server and their personal API key. And here, we've now received 2 reports, one from the hedge fund and one from the team at WeaveChain. Now I can go and view these reports the same way I did individually, but what's really special is the ability to go and take these received reports and aggregate them. And in this aggregate report, I can now see my total risk at Coinbase spread across these 2 counterparties. Thanks so much. We're looking forward to chat with you more about our solution.